Well, good morning, Boy, and thank you so much for joining us today. I'm looking forward to hearing more about what you're doing and what your plans are for the future. But let's get started with tell us more about your piano. You're the piano lady, right?
Yeah.
Tell us more about how you began, which got how it's reaching the world, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. I started learning the keyboard when I was 12 years old. It's my mom' dream. I never had a dream that I want to be a pianist. I want to go in music industry, but that's my mom's dream. And growing up, I think I have some talent about around music. When I was around 4 or 5 years old, I started singing and composing music. I just sing my melodies for my grandpa, and I think and when I went to school, I'm very good at the music lessons. I'm
Hmm.
very quick with learning notes and the sounds, and it's just like my mom recognized my talents when I was young, recognized my potential, but she thought that my brother would be the someone that she sent to music classes, but it end
Oh,
like yeah, but he didn't like it that much, so my mom borrow money to buy a keyboard and to send me to keyboard classes when I was 12 years old. So my family is a low class family in Vietnam. So in Vietnam, in order to learn musical things, in order to learn instruments like piano and keyboard, you need to be like you are perceived to be someone like middle class or high class because it's expensive for most people to buy an instrument and also go to lessons, take the
mhm.
keyboard lessons. So, but because that was my mom's dream, she wanted to see me to play well, in the church. So she wanted to invest in me, and I don't think that my mom or my family expected me when I grow up to be someone who work in musical industry. Even
They
when
must
I went, yeah, so
they must be very, very proud of you.
yeah. So and also myself, I never thought that I would be in the musical industry and be in piano thing, And I started keyboard lesson with my teacher for 3 years, from 12 years old to 15 years old, and then he told me, you learn so quickly. I don't have anything left to teach you. Now you need to go by yourself. You need to, you know, and yeah, and I was born in a small town. It's Cam Ranh city, Cam Ranh town, and it's a small town. So there's no piano teacher at my town, and I didn't have any teacher at that time in order to teach me to play piano, to combine two hands, to improvise, or to play by ears. So I basically based on what I have learned, and I self taught myself to play the piano from 15 years old to 18, 19 years old. And yeah, so that's the journey. So first 3 years keyboard lessons, and then from that I play in the church, and then I need to think about how to make myself better and self taught myself on playing the piano. And then from 19 years old, I started my YouTube channel. It's when 2011, and since there's YouTube, I and then the easier access to internet, I went online, and then I see people play piano, and then and I have a very natural talent to play by ears. When I listen to a song, I can play immediately, or I can, I just can improvise. And
Hmm.
at that time, I didn't thought that I had the talent. I always think like in order to be talented in music, you need to be classically trained. You need to learn
Hmm.
from school and classically trained, or you just play classical music and difficult music. So that's what I thought what talent would look like when playing the piano. But when I started my YouTube channel, and whenever there a hit song coming, I just play on the piano very easily, and then people were curious like how I could play it so quickly, how I can release new video and just play so many songs, but for normal people, in order for them to play a song, they need, take lessons and then learn the sheet music and combine two hands and other things. But for me, it's very easy for me. So
Hmm.
it was a gift. I think it was a gift to me. But also it takes me a lot of years in order to figure out how to do it by myself. And also I have the foundation of 3 years of keyboard lessons. That's why I know how the theory works and other things. So since 2011 to 2013 or 2014, it was just my passion. It's just like when I was in college, it's just what I love to do. I don't care much about money or making money. It's just like I love to perform, I love to play piano, and that's it.
And
And I
you love
want
to
to,
teach. You love to
yeah.
teach, don't you? Yes.
No, I didn't go to teach that time. I don't
Uh-huh.
have an intention to go on YouTube to build a channel and then make money from it. At that time when 2011, YouTube still very new. People don't
Yes.
haven't monetized from YouTube platform yet. Um, but from so basically, I started as a passion. I just do what I like to do, and I love being on stage. I love being on TV and in front of camera. It's something that very natural to me. I'm not shy around camera or being around people or being on stage. So
Hmm.
I feel like combined with the music thing and combined with the being on stage and in front of camera, it's just natural talents for me. I feel natural to do it, and I don't have fear or I don't have any self doubts around it. So, but I didn't recognize that was a talent until I posted video and people recognize me and they say you play good, and the way that you instruct people how to do it is good. Something, people start recognizing me, and then they started sending requests like, can you teach me how to play this song and how to play accompaniment piano and other things. And I didn't want to be a piano teacher, um, even though I started teaching when I was 16 years old, because after I learned keyboard with my teacher asked me to teach the children in my hometown to play keyboard. And
Uh-huh.
before I go to college in another city, I also taught people, some children, to play piano accompaniment in the church. And teach them in a way that very quick, only 2 or 3 months they can play. So it's just my way of doing things. I do things very quickly. I try to find a patterns and a formula of doing anything. And so, but for me, it's not a career that I wanted to do. It just started as a hobby, and then I got famous. There's magazines and national TV. They contacted me and they want to feature me, because my journey is very different from most people who learn music. Most people who famous on YouTube, or who like a teacher or something, they learn from schools. But for me, I self-taught myself. So and I can be, and I can still play like, like not every person who learn in musical school can play by ears. So that's something that very strange and different. That's why I was featured on magazines and national TV, and that's when fame come into me. I wanted to be on TV, and I don't know why, but I felt like I have very good luck on being famous. I
Hmm.
always know in my heart that I'm going to be famous, because since I was young, till I was old, I always someone who well known in my environment.
Hmm.
Whatever environment I'm in, I'm always, someone that be outstanding or someone that want to be known. And
And
also,
your reach now is global, isn't it? Where are most of your students from?
most of my students nowadays is from Vietnam, but
Hmm.
I started a company in US last year, and I want to translate my piano teaching method into English and then reach English speaker students. But I'm working on it, because when you launch something you need to, be visible first,
Yes.
and have a database or have a list in order to and do some research, because each market is different. Like for Vietnam, for I know that Vietnamese market had this problem, but I don't. And their music, their favorite type music, but I don't know in the West what type music they like. And also, the problem there, I don't know yet. So now I'm still in the researching stage,
Mm-hmm.
where I just visible, and then I test the market. So that's how I do. I started my business online, my online business when 2015, when I just 1 year graduated from university. I saw the opportunities come to me, because at that time I asked myself what the career I should take after graduation.
Mm-hmm.
And then I do a lot of summarize and other things, and I felt like teaching piano is something that can make money. And
Mm-hmm.
also many people ask me for that, ask me to deliver that service. And also I feel like I'm very natural doing those things. I don't have any problem teaching or guiding people in other things. So that's why I chose that career. And I
Interesting.
chose,
Now,
yeah.
with your teaching, do you teach one on one, or do you have a video course that people walk through? Tell us a little bit about your business
Okay.
model.
Yeah. So when I started it, when I didn't open my company yet, I already have clients. I already have students from
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, and from social media. They contacted me and they want to learn with me one on one, and then a group teaching. I teach like 2 or 3 people
Mm-hmm.
in one group, and then after that, I felt like I trade my time for money. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Even every day I have many students. I have, okay, I need to teach 5 or 6 or 7 classes, but I felt like I don't have any time for myself. um like I'm busy, and I'm trading my time for money. That's why
Mm-hmm.
I thought about another way of doing business, where I just make it, because I teach something over and over again. That's why I thought, okay, now I will record videos, and then I released DVDs. At that time, they know I don't know much about online website and other things yet. So I
Mm-hmm.
deliver DVDs, where there's videos teaching there, and then people learn from that. And then and then I thought I saw that in the West people start doing e-learning, where they put videos on website and other things. So I want to copy that model. And then I started posting my videos on my website, and I sell online video courses. So I started selling DVDs when it was 2015, and from 2016 I already launched a website where I sell video course. So it's like 6 years, 6 to 7 years doing online things already. And but nowadays people feel, okay, I want to go jump to in this industry, but I already started many years ago. And when the COVID hit, people need to stay at home and learn online in Vietnam, because at that time when I started my business, there are a lot of doubts, because people didn't believe that learning online can play the piano.
Yes.
People think that, okay, if you want to play the piano, you need to study one on one with teacher. You need to go to class. But my students, they learn online and they can play one song in 1 or 2 weeks. So it's very quick, and my message is very strong. Like, I can teach you to play piano in 6 to 8 weeks. So I have I feel like the reason why I was successful with my business, because I have a solution for a problem that most people in that industry had. And because I already experienced that, and I someone that self-taught, so I walked through all the process, and I know how it felt like, how it looked like to be in that position. And then I think, and I try to summarize the shorter way in order to help people to achieve their goals faster. So the difference between me and other piano teacher or other piano business is that they try to keep their student as long as possible. They try to,
Mm-hmm.
because like whenever you go to learn how to play the piano, people will tell you this is something that take long time. It's long term, and you need to pursue it for like 3, 5, 10 years. And for me, my target market is different. I target to people who learn to play the piano when they already adults, from 18 above, or when they already have jobs. And but most people aim for the children, because teaching children, they can learn with you for long term, but teaching adults, they easily frustrated, and they want,
Mm-hmm.
and they want to play for entertainment. So there's no solution for that market yet. And then I was the first person in Vietnam to choose that market. And now so many people copy me, copy, like they want to target the same market and other things. But because I already started very early before, and I have my name already on newspaper and other things. So I already built my brand before I launched my business. And it's a long term thing. And I was the first person. So that's why I can still sustain in the industry. And for the business thing, if you're successful, many people will try to copy you, you
Mm-hmm.
know and at first, I felt really angry because why they copy me? I felt angry. Even they copy my articles on website and other things. I was so angry. But then I changed my thinking. Maybe because what I'm doing is something that works and that's successful, and
And
that's
you're
why people want
leading
to
the
follow.
way. And you're leading the way.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now you have a team that works with you, that helps with your videos. Tell us what's it like managing your team and having the people helping you create your brand and continue to build your brand.
I didn't have a team until 2015. you know from 2011 to 2015. I worked alone. I someone who's
Uh-huh.
just doing everything alone,
Doing
from
everything. Uh-huh.
editing, yeah, from editing video, from teaching and other things, and recording video. I'm the one person
Mm.
business, you
Yes.
know
Hmm.
and until I found out, like, I need help with, that's why I hire people. But at first, I started by myself, also recording and editing video and everything. And I tried to learn and self-taught myself about marketing and digital marketing and branding and everything in business. No one taught me about that, but I read a lot. I read a lot of books. I attended a lot of seminars and online courses, and I educate myself on business, on marketing, on everything, and also piano thing.
Hmm.
So at first it's only me, and then in 2015 I have two people who assist me to do customer service and sales and marketing, something like that. And nowadays I have four people that help me with marketing. But mostly the marketing idea and the business idea is on me. um, I'm the person who see the future, who see the vision and set the goals and tell people to go after that, or to delegate the things that I don't like to do to other
Hmm.
people.
What is your goal? How many students do you intend to teach? Do you have a number that, that you want to reach?
Yeah, currently I have 4,000 students in Vietnam so far. But my goal is really big. I want 1 million worldwide. 1 million
That's a big goal.
students. Yeah, and in order to achieve that goal, I need to find a strategy, because with video course, it's really a little bit difficult to do it. You know, it only can reach maybe 10,000, 20,000 students. But in order to reach 1 million, I need to think about a different strategy. But it's like the end goal of my business. And when I built this business, I wanted to last in the industry for at least 30 or 40 years, or even I will pass it for my next generation. I had that goal that I will be someone that sustain long term.
That's
Yeah,
very
that's
unusual today because so many people want to build something and sell it. So that's amazing to hear that you want to be in it for the long run and continue to let it build. Now, I know you're very active on social media, but with your piano teaching, is that primarily on YouTube, or are there other social media platforms that you're using or plan to use?
so my digital marketing is on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, website, and now I'm starting to dive into LinkedIn. So those are the platform, but the three main platforms that bring me new customer is YouTube, Facebook, and website, Google.
Okay. What about some of the newer ones like Rumble and what are some of the other ones? BitChute. Those are not in your market
No,
radar
I
yet.
don't. No, I don't know those platforms.
Okay, okay. And now on LinkedIn, are you doing LinkedIn lives? Are you moving into that arena? I guess my question is, which is your favorite social media platform?
I think YouTube is my favorite.
YouTube. It's your
hmm
favorite.
The reason why, because you can search the keywords and you can have new customer even you don't do anything. Your videos is there, the keyword is there. If people look for a problem or something that they're interested in, they just Google, or they can go to YouTube and they watch, and your video will show up. Even you don't need to post in every day on Facebook or LinkedIn order, because on those social media platform, your old post will go away. People don't remember you after if you don't post for many days. But on YouTube, it target people who already have an interest in something, or they have a problem they want to solve, and they will look for the keywords. And that's why it's my favorite platform, and it helped me to bring new customer. Even I don't need to do much. I don't need to constantly create new content. But on
Mhm.
Facebook and Instagram and in LinkedIn, you need to be visible more frequently, every week. Uh, so each platform is had different type of customer. For Facebook and LinkedIn, it's something that you want to have other people attention to you. It's like something that you're very active.
Uh-huh.
It's like an outbound marketing. You want to attract people to you. You want to be visible and let people see you every day until they remember you or they think about you. Or running advertisement is the same. So on social media, it's one. I think there's two strategies on social media like Facebook and Instagram and other things. And you need to be visible very frequently in order for people to recognize you. Or you can pay advertisement and run it every month in order for people to recognize you. So there's two ways on those platforms. But on YouTube, it's different. On YouTube, you just make videos about the problem, about the keywords, and the and things that you think that people will ask about, or they will have interest about, or they already have interest about. And then you post on YouTube, and then people who already have interest, they will come to you. So with people who know me on social media like Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn, it would take them more time in order to close the sales. You know, they just see me. They need to follow me like 1, 2, 3 months in order
Mhm.
to, okay, I want to buy from you. But for people who already have a problem and already have an interest, they go to Google and they go to YouTube and they type something. And when they like what they see, they like what you're talking about, they like their uh, it would take them shorter time in order to close the sale. So so you need to, the two platforms just combine with each other. So for
Interesting.
Facebook and Instagram, LinkedIn is where you want to attract, you want to educate people, and for YouTube is when you also educate people, but in a way that will close the sales.
Fascinating. Now, in your business model, have you considered doing an affiliate program to reach your million people goal so that you have other people marketing your piano lessons for you?
Yeah, I have that goal that I will start doing affiliate programs, but
Hmm.
right now, I think, but it will take time. I need to know how to calculate and other things. But in Vietnam, it's not affiliate marketing in Vietnam. It's not something that common. But in U.S. market, I definitely will go for that marketing strategy. In Vietnam, I have a lot of obstacles or challenges. Like people are very skeptical about online payment and online learning. But in
Really?
the West, yeah, they don't pay
Hmm.
online. They don't do like online payment or use a lot of credit card. They don't use credit card. They use cash or bank transfer. And it because like it so that's why it takes them longer time in order to transfer money and other things. But like in the US, like you use credit cards and you use cards mostly, and you're not shy about online things. So it's very easier market for me to enter. But in Vietnam it's different, and also affiliate marketing is not something that common in Vietnam. But in order for me to go to US market, I need to still sustain my business in Vietnam, and at the same time expanding it to US. So it's something that I need to do two goals at the same time, two market at the same time.
Fascinating. Fascinating. And then there's also opportunities for joint ventures with other teaching models, not necessarily in music. What advice would you give to people just starting out in creating an online course?
Okay. Nowadays people, when they think about, okay, I want to create an online course, they just record video, and it's simple like that. No, but it's not doesn't work that way. If your clients or your student don't get results, you cannot sell more. They will not introduce you to your friend, to their friends and other thing. So
Hmm.
why my course is successful, because I already teach those method in person for around 2 or 3 years before that. So before I record a video course, I already teach it in person, and I teach it over and over again, and there's the same results for people who follow that formulas. So that's why I know it works. I know it works. That's why I make it. I want to scale it by doing video course. But people who started like, okay, I want to start a video course. Normally people who learn video course, they don't get results, they just absorb information and they don't do
Hmm.
anything.
Hmm.
So in order for you to be successful with your video course, first you need to teach some people first. You need some teach in person first or something, or teach one-on-one or in group teaching
Hmm.
first, and you figure out a formula, a successful formula for your model. And then you start thinking about the structure of the video course, but it needs to be action oriented, not information oriented. Most online video course is about information, and so
Hmm.
many information nowadays, newspaper, YouTube, and other things. You don't want people to absorb more information, but you want to create a course where their action plans. They watch a video, and at the end they need to have an action to do something, and then they will need to reach out to you and send you the results, and you need to give them feedback or something like that. It needs to have something that interactive in the video course, not just the video itself. because when you do video calls or whenever you do anything, you want to help people to have the results they want, to reach the goals they want, not just aiming for, okay, I want to do this, but your thinking needs to be like, how can I create results for the people? That's the main thing. That's the main question that you ask yourself. It's not about the video, it's not how to record video and how to structure lesson and other things, but the questions you need to ask yourself is how I can help people get results from my course.
That's awesome. Now, you have another huge goal regarding being on the world stage. Tell us a little bit more about that and interviewing people. Tell us what your plans and dreams are there and what you've been up to lately.
It's just a hobby, you know.
I see how your hobbies unfold.
Yeah. So I think my formula in life or in business is that I do what I love to do. I do what I feel like to do, and I feel natural to do. And then when I appear enough, it's to feel like for the first 2 or 3 years, I just want to do what I like and see where it goes. See if there's a needs or there's solution that I can solve for other people, or is there something that people want to ask me or want my help, and then I would start thinking about monetizing. So
Hmm.
that's why my process is a little bit longer, and not many people they want to do that long process. You know, they want to, okay, I want to make money right now and I want to launch business now and make money. But for my journey, it's like, okay, I think about what I like to do, oh, and what I feel so natural to do,
Hmm.
and even I can do it for free. You know, I don't care about money first, and then see how it goes. And after 1 or 2 years, okay, and then they, if I see there's a market or there's a needs there, okay, that's when I will monetize that. And yeah, that's it. I don't know. I don't have any thinking about making money with public speaking yet, but it's just my hobby, and I want to share. I want to share my journey, my experience, and you know, and maybe that helps someone. And I just focus on that.
Now, you're doing a lot of interviewing with women in leadership. Tell us a little bit more about your process there and your intentions and your outcomes and how it's moving along now. And do you see a new video channel with just your documentaries and your interviews? How do you see that unfolding?
Okay, so the first idea was I wanted, I had a dream, like I put it on my vision board like 3 or 4 years ago, that I would be
Hmm.
on stage and be a public speaker. That's it. But I never did it. I never follow it yet.
Yet,
So
yet.
this year I feel like, okay, it's my time. It's time for me to do it. But I don't know where to start. I don't have any stage to speak yet. I don't know what, and my English is not my first language. So I still
Your English
practicing,
people.
speaking in English. And that's what I think about. Okay, I need to interview people in order to practice speaking. So it's just like I want to practice first. I want to be comfortable with people and asking questions and being on stage and talking and giving speeches. So I joined FEMA 500 network, and then Unchanita has idea where, okay, ladies in this group, you need to collaborate with each other. And I think, okay, this is a right environment for me to practice, you
Hmm.
know, because in Vietnam we only speak in Vietnamese. I don't have any foreigners to practice speaking English with,
Hmm.
and for other people, in order for them to learn English, they need to go to centers. I need to hire someone to speak with them. But for me, I don't need to, I just
Just
have,
sign up.
yeah. And then I have the idea, and I thought, okay, I had my resources that I already built some social media platform with a lot of followers. So that's something that can help other people who entrepreneurs, and other women who they just started, and they don't have much visibility on social media yet. I feel like because I want to be visible in new market. That's why I want to help other women to be visible on my market too. So it's like if you want something, you need to help other people achieve their goals.
So
You know, that's
true.
a philosophy. That's a
Hmm.
philosophy around business and other thing about success and other things. If you want something, you need to help other people to have their things first, and
Yes.
eventually opportunity will come to you. So that's why I started that way. And as a person who, when I was first started, I know the struggle. I know how it felt when you unknown. You know, you have expertise, you have something that you really want to share, but you don't have a recognition yet. You're not visible yet. Nobody knows about you yet. And even now, in order for you to go on social media or some articles, you need to pay. But people who just a starter in business, they don't have that fund in order to do that. So I
Hmm.
feel like I wanted to do that because I want to help other women. You know, they have a mission, they have a solution, they can use my platform in order for them to have visibility.
So, do you intend to have a YouTube channel for your interviews for your world speaker platform?
Right now, I just combine in my current YouTube channels.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I don't think about doing another channel yet because
Hmm.
I want to focus. I want to focus building my channel, like everything in one channel. So my brand name Boi Ngoc on YouTube, and it's combined piano and also public speaking and also other things because it's all about me. Now I want my brand to be known in many aspects, not just in piano. That's why I combine it in just one channel. But maybe for other people, they want to separate it. But for me, I want to build a brand internationally. My name needs to be known internationally, so that's why I just want to be one channel for all aspects that I'm interested in.
Well, I think you're really on to something with interviewing women and helping them achieve their goals. Do you see an online course being developed around that? You know, with the process, with finding the people, asking the questions, doing the editing. Is
Mm,
that something on your agenda?
not yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So I feel like I'm someone that do business like a hobby, you know.
I can imagine. That's
Like,
awesome.
yeah, so other people when they think about business, they need to have business plan and strategy and other things. And for me, I just do it as a hobby first, and then okay, and then I figure out later, a process later. So that's how it. I feel like that's how I operate.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Now, with a call to action, with the people watching today, what would you invite them to do? How can they best reach you, and how do they stay in touch with you?
So people who want to contact me, if you someone that want to play the piano for entertainment and you want to learn it quickly, and you want to improvise and be free and independent when playing music. You don't want to pursue a long process of learning and then relearning again. You contact me on my Facebook. My name is the Facebook name Bội Ngọc Piano, or my email on my website boingocpino.com or boingocc.com for English speakers. And for people who want to be featured on my social media, because you have something that you want to share to the world, you have a good story, you have a mission, and you want to share it to the world, you can contact me also on LinkedIn, my name, or my email or my Facebook. It's okay. Then share with me about your story, and I can help you to be featured on my social media if you have a you know a different story and a mission and something that you want to go after.
Awesome. Are there any particular missions or areas of life that you want to hear from people sooner rather than later? Any world topics that you want to address?
um, I think right now I'm interested. Some topics that I'm interested in about is about relationships, whether it's their relationship with their family or with themselves or with their partners or something. Maybe they have failed. They have failed in the past in relationships, or they didn't know who they are, or something. They end up in toxic relationship, and the journey that they come out of that is something that, or the journey of healing themselves. You know, and another story that I some other story that I love is that how people they used to struggle in the past and they came out of that. Maybe they had chronic disease, cancer, or other things, or they have a stigma around something in their society that they need to
Hmm.
face and they struggle with for so many years, and they file and finally they find a strength in order to get through it, or they have some crisis in their life and the way that they deal with it and then they get out of it. So I feel like I'm interested in other people's story of their willpower and also their resilience and like fighting themselves after struggle and obstacle and challenges, because nowadays on social media people only show you the good sides. They only show you the success, the fame, the luxurious, the luxury and everything. But no
Hmm.
one dare to talk about like their struggle, the insecurity, and how they overcome it. People shy to be vulnerable online. And I want
Hmm.
to have a platform where people feel comfortable being vulnerable. And because because I think that their story, because there's someone out there will do like experience something that similar like them, and they need to know someone that who already experienced those experience and then want to get out of that. So that's the story that I want to share on my social platform, apart from people who you know make millions, having a successful business and other things that other people already do, other channels already did, right? It's
Right.
nothing. And I feel like the world nowadays focus so much on success, focus so much on money. But I think I focus more on the character of other people. And that's why that my channel and my um, extra tribe international is about. I want to feature their characters, not just their success and their money.
I have to ask, when can we expect your book? Have
Okay, so I already published two books.
yes?
One in about piano, and another is named Piano Solo Method. It on Amazon and also in Vietnam in some Vietnamese website. And another book is about my journey of starting my business with my passion, how the journey of that. It's in Vietnamese. It's not yet in English yet. And the third book I'm working on is about the topic, like the title is like I choose me, because it will talk about how I overcome trauma and stigmas and relationships obstacle and other things, and things that I worked on myself in order to overcome self-doubt and other things, or when people leave or when people don't appreciate you and other things, you still be someone to choose yourself over and over again and find your strength after every crisis or struggle in life or every disease or anything, because for the past 10 years from my 20 to my 30 now, like the struggle that helped me to be stronger is about being heartbroken, or I have chronic disease, and other things. That's something that changed me. That's something that crushed me, but also changed me to be someone that stronger. So that's the book is about.
I look forward to reading it. Thank you. Well, boy, thank you so much. This has been awesome learning more about you, and I can see your million members, and I just wish you all the success in the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, thank you.